Welcome to hole number 1 of the Typhoon tournament. Starting off here with a par 4. So I've got an extra mile and a quasar ball up on the left-hand side. 4.5 top, 2 bars of right spin. And that right spin is important because this fairway, it runs from right to left. So if you gave it left spin here, there is a good chance you could have this one roll right off the side. So you don't want to end up in the rough. You want to leave yourself for a beautiful rough bump. That's the idea with this shot. I push it up a little bit and actually give this one a little bit of overpower. It all depends on the wind and the ball choice that you make. If you used a P3 ball here, for example, it would be a totally different spin set and, power combination. So end of the day, do what you got to do to get this ball down to the end of this fairway, and that's going to set you up for a nice second shot. Now, I know we talked about the rough, but we're going for the rough bump. And you'll see we're near minimum distance here, but just a little bit of room to adjust. It gives us a great look at the pin. I play around with it a little bit, but at the end of the day, 2.8 bars of backspin and about 0.3 of left spin here tends to be exactly what I'm going with. There's more than one way you could get this done, but this is a nice look to the pin. So like you can see there, negative 10% minimum distance we're going to make on the pull. Now, take a look at my wind. It's really pointing to the left. You see that? Way to the left, way to the left. Try to have a straight pull, okay? Because you're going to see we're going to miss this one ever so slightly to the left of the pin. Otherwise, I think this is a very good setup, and I think it's the way that I'm going to be trying to play this one myself. So good luck. We'll see you on number 2. Okay, so basically like every hole on this Port Hello Cove course, this is a tough par 3 from the front tee particularly. I'm using about 3 to 4 bars of backspin and at least 2 bars of right spin. As you can see, we're basically just bouncing it near the bottom of the fairway and trying to get a nice straight run up to the green. Certainly, with higher level clubs and different ball choices, there's a rough bump right beside where we're set up here, but you do need a lot of topspin, and I find that in rookie, you might have to actually use a horizon for it. I don't really recommend a horizon rough bump right near the bunker, but you can certainly make that work. So as you can see, a bit hot. A higher level sniper would help, but a very good look indeed. Hole number 3, this is one of those par 5s. It's all about the drive. I'm definitely bringing a Kingmaker ball here and set it up with my quarterback. You could play an APOC here as well. Keep that in mind. 3 top, 3 left. You could go 4 top if you've got it. And notice where I've got that red or blue ring in relation to the left rough. From there, the idea is I'm going to adjust 10% max here. And I'm into pulling it over power a little bit. So we give it a little bit over power, and I'm going to give it maximum left curl. Do hit perfect. That is an important detail. A great right here sometimes has the possibility to run off the end of the fairway. You'll see the end of the fairway on the right-hand side there. But otherwise, this is a beautifully positioned, exactly what you want to see kind of drive. Second shot, this is why I think it's a reasonable opportunity. A great clean look with the sniper. 20% max is going to be the pull here, and I'm playing this one with 3.5 bars of backspin and about 1 bar of right spin. And I find that this green slopes a little from left to right, so you do tend to need to favor just the left edge of this cup to get this one to roll in the way you want it to. Now, I didn't realize that at the time of recording this, but that's something I tend to keep in mind. So top of that red ring, very close to the bunker. I think I just hit puberty there, so that's super awesome. Great, happy to hear that. And line it up, hit perfect. That's all you need to do. Get in there. Come on, baby. So yeah, I think this is going to be a tough tournament. Tough wins on a very difficult course. Guys, don't forget to hit thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss out on any of the tournament content. Personally speaking, hole number 4 is one of my least favorite in the game. Taking a conservative approach here, 3 top, 2 bars of right spin, and you'll see that we're just bouncing from this first fairway cleanly up to the second. The idea being that I'm going to use a Goliath here, and we're going to go for a rough bump on the second shot. There's not a lot of super consistent plays here. If we have a strong tailwind and you have decently leveled clubs, there's a third fairway. You'll see it come into view just at the end of this shot clip. So we bounce it up over. This is the intended safe landing position right to the end. But look to the right, there's a little small fairway patch You can get there and it leaves you a lovely short iron, but that is a big risk and you could definitely get stuck in the rough. Second shot here, I play this with 5 bars of topspin, 0.5 left. Notice how the top of the green ring, or at least a small part of the yellow, is sticking out of the rough with this level 4 Goliath. Depending on the level of your club, depends on your ring references. Negative 10%. Medium distance will be the pull here, and this isn't my favorite shot. Like I said, this is a really tough hole. I'm ultimately just trying to give myself a chance for eagle, but I just want to get a safe birdie, because I'm telling you guys, a lot of players are going to struggle on this hole, and they're going to find themselves with less than a birdie. Let's just put it that way. So don't put yourself in that group. Nothing against that group. I love you. However, this is a reasonable way to get it close and give yourself a chance. Hole number 5, I would say, is one of our best chances for albatross. I'm setting it up going right down the middle. 3 bars of top spin, 1 bar of left spin. I know you guys can see the old side spin values. Just understand that a Titan has 2 bars of side spin, and I'm going to use 1 of them. And basically, that's it. We're going to bounce here cleanly, 10% max on that pull right there. Hit perfect, no monkey business. We'll adjust the top spin and side spin to suit the wind in the tournament conditions, but ultimately bouncing here, rolling down this fairway, and getting it somewhere down here nicely. Nothing crazy, but puts us in a good position for the second shot. Second shot is played with the sniper at 5% maximum distance. You see that here now. 2.3 rings should be the pull. And I'm going to use 1 bar of backspin. As you can see, we're just bouncing over this ugly bunker, but it leaves us a nice look at the pin. I got that third bounce really close to the fringe, but at the end of the day, we just need to take our time and set this one up cleanly. I don't think I dropped this exact example in this shot, but as you can see, very straightforward. It's certainly an opportunity. And on a difficult course, like the next hole is like the hardest par 3 of the game, you know, this gives us a good look at it. So you can see a slight grate right there. We should only miss by a little margin to the right of the pin. Ultimately, though, I think this one's going to be dropping all over the place, and I hope that's you. Hole number 6, I wasn't kidding. This is really one of the hardest par 3s in the game. I'm playing here with 6.5 bars of backspin, 2 bars of left spin. I got the bottom left of that red ring, you can see just touching the rough, and the second bounce nicely on the green. We're going to use 3/4 of a ball of left curl here, and the idea is to get this ball to land nicely on the green. I'm playing for birdie here. If somebody gets a hole in one, please post it in my Facebook group, Erelic Gaming. Bald is beautiful. I'd love to see it, or, you know, share it with the community at large. Otherwise, don't mess around here. I'm not kidding. The green is a disaster. It rolls off the end here. This is as close as I've ever made it, and I hope you can get it in. Hole number 7 now, and we've actually given ourselves a good chance for eagle if you made it through hole 6. I played 3 top, 3 right here with a quarterback and a kingmaker on the left-hand side. What we're going to do is basically have that second bounce on the fairway over the water, and you'll notice I give this a healthy amount of right curl. There is a chance you can roll this ball off the end of the fairway up there. Ask me how I know. But otherwise, this sets you up for a pretty straightforward thorn shot. You're going to see tons of people power hooking this one on the right-hand side, but for your average rookie player, and myself included, I think this is going to be a consistent look for you, and one that's going to net you a very large number of eagles. Second shot, like I said, you could play this with a max wedge even. That's what I would do these days. You'll see how when I check my distance right now, I could have just played it with a max end bringer, but I like the thorn shot here with the headwind because it gives us a nice room to adjust. So 1 bar of backspin, 10% min, and you can see I'm just pointing it at the hole to get it in. This is old footage, but this is still the way I play this hole to this day from the front tee, and I recommend for most players this is going to be the way to do it. Look at that old clan. United Vengeance. Shout out to the good old days. That's the way we do it. Hit perfect. We need some more drops in this video. Finally, get in the hole. Hole number 8. This one looks so easy, but look at this green. It is so convex. Boy, I should go back to school, but I'm not going to edit that out. I'm really just trying to get this one to stick. 3 back, 1 left in this wind. Seems to be a safe way to play. 1-to-1, so I'm just going to pull this one 2.1 rings for a 2.1 wind. I'd pull it 4.4 for a 4.4 wind. Yeah, this one, it's doable. is dialable, but it takes some work in the tournament situation. Many people, you're going to watch them roll right off the screen. So if you get that ball to just sit up nicely, give yourself a chance, you're going to be ahead of the pack. That's for sure. Hole number 9. This one, it's interesting. We're playing the right-hand side, quarterback and a Titan. I got 2 bars of topspin, you know, maximum right spin here, 2 to 3 bars, whatever you choose. I do have half that red ring in the right rough. Remember, that's a quarterback 4. If you have a higher level quarterback, it's probably going to be more like the blue ring, okay? And 10% max, I give this one just a little bit of curl, like half a ball, but just be careful. You'll see the second bounce is still pretty close to the right-hand side. We want to just make sure we're not going crazy, but get this one as far as you can. That's why you need an accurate club, because the second shot is a long one. We're going to go across the water here. That's why I'm going for a big dog. You need that distance. As you can see, we're right near max, but it gives us room for a rough bump. 1.5 bars of topspin, 10% max. And you're going to get this one on the green every single time as long as you hit perfect. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Appreciate you for being here. If you haven't yet already, please hit that thumbs up button. I know you're probably subscribed, but like 50% of my audience is not. So, hey, if you enjoyed the video, you probably would love the live stream even more. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best in the Typhoon tournament. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.